What's up, guys? There's a new trend that I've been seeing a lot of people use on Instagram, and it's carousel posts. I still believe that reels are the best way to get the most reach. However, there's a trend going with carousel. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys some examples of different ways that people are using the carousel posts. And then I'm gonna give examples of how I'm currently using carousel posts and then my plans for using carousel posts going forward. All right, so this guy right here, Raphael Tats, I think he might've been one of the first people that I've seen using it. So he does tattoos. And one way that you can use carousel posts is now they updated it to where you can do up to 20 different slides. In the past, it was up to 10 slides. So I'm not saying that you should fully max out at 20. It's similar to when people ask, how long should a video be? A video should be as long as it needs to be. Some videos can be explained in 30 seconds. Some videos can be explained in 30 minutes. The same thing with carousel posts, is as long as they need to be. It's a cool way where you get to express yourself based on your own personal branding. So I'm gonna break down what Raphael did here. He's a tattoo artist. So a service that he offers, that he does, is he provides tattoos. The first slide that you could use is your work. So if you're a photographer, it could be the final product of a picture that you took. With myself being a videographer, the cool thing with the carousel post is you can mix up the images and the videos. So first slide, he's got, this is my work. This is what I do. This is what I make money doing. It's tattoos. So the first slide is the tattoos. Next slide is, a picture of him. It's not a professional picture. It's just like a phone. Take a picture of me real quick. Grab my phone, boom. I'm gonna stand right here, 3, 2, 1, take a few pictures. All right, cool, I like this one. Then he included this right here. Even if I lost everything, I'd still have me, and that's enough to start. Again, it's never over. So what I get from that is part of his brand he wants to associate with inspiration, motivation. He's probably giving advice. And this is a good strategy that I use myself, is talk to the younger version of yourself. So you're the big bro, you're Unc, you're the OG in the situation, giving advice to your younger self. And then religion seems to be, part of his brand. So he's got Proverbs, like a screenshot there. He's got a picture of him and a friend out to dinner, a picture of him in the car. So this was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different slides. An example of how you could do this yourself. I would say this example of the carousel post would be almost like a photo dump. So the status could be just something as simple as like life lately, or they counted me out, or the caption doesn't need to be crazy, right? But it's just a quick little dump. Maybe you went on vacation, you have a couple pictures from vacation, picture of your meals one day. Basically, you know how as you go about your day and you're making stories, or let's say Snapchat, you have all these different memories and moments, and you're just gathering and organizing a group of moments to post as a carousel. Now, sometimes it could be based on everything in the carousel is one specific thing, but I would say this is an example of like a random one, but it was still intentional. He knew motivation, inspiration is part of my brand, so one of the slides is gonna be that. Religion is part of my brand, so one of the slides is gonna be that. Lifestyle is part of his brand, so he showed, he wasn't eating at McDonald's or Burger King, he was at a sit-down, fancy looking place. He wants to show people that I'm successful, so the steering wheel was a Mercedes-Benz, right? So those are not cheap cars, that's a nice car. So he wants to associate all of this with himself, so he gathered this, put it out there. Another example of how you can do carousel posts, so this is something that I did. Let's say you're going somewhere, maybe next time you go to the studio, maybe next time you go out of town, the next time you step out, let's say this weekend you plan on going out for the night. That could be a great opportunity for you to do a carousel post. One of the pictures could just be your outfit. The next slide could be a video of, some sort of highlight or a moment from the night, and then you could tell a story in one carousel post. So with this example right here, one of my friends and one of the team members here at the studio, Apollo, had his first show, I'll just say in a little while. It could have been a year, could have been a couple of years. But I knew I wanted to go to his show to support him. And so then I'm thinking like, okay, I create content. How can I get content from here? And I was thinking, okay, one idea was I could make a reel and I could record video clips from the night and put it all into one reel. Then I noticed that these carousel posts were, like trending right now. So I thought, okay, I know my wife is going with me. I want to get a picture with my wife. That'll be one of the slides. I want to record him performing. So one of the slides is him performing. And then I knew I wanted to get a picture with him. So it's like, okay, there's the dude on stage. He looks cool. I want to let people know that I know him. So I got a picture with him. And then MY, friend of mine, team member here at the studio, he went to the show with us as well. So here we got me, Apollo, and MY. And then there was another artist there that I met. And so, typically people would post this stuff on their story, but what I don't like about the story is it's 24 hours. When you have some cool moments that are happening in your life and you want to document it, I feel like that's my route with social media is just documenting my life. And if I don't have any cool shit to post, it's also like a warning in my head. I gotta fill my schedule with some cool shit because I need to always be doing cool shit, documenting it, and then I post it. And then that's the strategy. It's like always have things going on. When you don't have things going on, this is a sign, oh shit, I should have things going on. I need to fill up my schedule and keep myself busy. Here was an artist I bumped into, and then one of the headline artists, I got a video of him performing, then a picture with him after, another picture with a friend from the night. And then afterwards, we're walking to the car and I did a selfie video, all right, what does everyone think of the night? And so in one carousel, this was one night tied into a group of pictures, So I may do this, let's say me and my family go to Disney World. I may do a carousel post, so family trip to Disney World. And it's a picture, a video, a picture, a video. It's just Instagram is paying attention to is how much time the audience is spending on your post. Let's say you had 10 slides and each slide was engaging enough to keep people watching for, let's say each video is 30 to 60 seconds. So they watch the 30-second video and it ends and they're like, oh, I'm still interested. Then they slide, then they watch another one. They're spending some time on your post. And even if it was just pictures, people are nosy. And again, you want to assume that people are fans of you because you're prepping for when the day comes where there is a demand and you do have a lot of fans. So right now you're just in the building phase for the people that are there. So that the few people that are in the front row in attendance, watching what you got going on in your life, people are nosy, people are curious. They want to see what you have going on in your life and they want to know what your camera roll looks like. So that's one way that you could treat a carousel post is just a photo dump, some random pictures from the last month, some random pictures from the last week. Another way that I've been doing carousel posts is, so this would work for if you have a lot of thoughts, if you consider yourself a thought leader, somebody that does give a fuck about sharing your thoughts and opinions and on different things. I use X or Twitter to, when I have thoughts in real time, I'll use Facebook to just get the thought out of my head, put it into words, and I write a long status. And another thing that I'll do is I'll take that status and I'll break it up into a thread on Twitter to where I'll tweet everything out and I screenshot everything and then I use that as a carousel post. So this example right here was me saying, stop saying coming soon, only say out now. When you get excited to be productive, your brain is looking for a quick hit of dopamine. And then as you swipe through it, it's like that was my whole chain of thought. And then I could add a call to action as the last slide that's P.S. if you need help with this, you can book me for this. Or if you want to check out the full thing, go here to do that. But usually that's what you would have as a call to action at the very end. And then I have another thing that I've been doing. So let's say you drop a vlog, some type of long form content on YouTube. It could be a podcast, it could be a video like this where I'm sitting down talking. And then what I'll do is I'll take different parts from the video and then I'll put them into a slide. So I make a cover photo, which would basically be taking the YouTube thumbnail and the title. So this one right here, I put how I shot Adam Calhoun Rebels music video and I had the YouTube thumbnail right there. And so that was the first slide in the carousel. Then the next slide was just, a cool 30 to 40 second moment from the video. I swipe again, there's another cool 30 to 40 second moment. I swipe again. And then like I was saying before, you can put a call to action at the very end. And so I put full video on YouTube, right. YouTube, Cracka TV.
Hold on.
The last example that I want to share is something I was trying, haven't done a whole lot, but it's similar to the Twitter thing. So you take a long status that you want to write, a thought that you want to share. And then I added a random picture of me just to throw in there because I have a lot of cool pictures that I do want to share. So, I have a sentence or two at the very top with just a picture. You slide again, so I'm kind of telling a story with different pictures and then I'm using music that maybe goes along with it. So I've just noticed that when I see a trend that's happening, I definitely want to use it and include it myself. And then also I share that with you guys. So try out the Instagram carousel posts. One of the things about me is I always practice what I preach. So a way to just keep up on what I think is working is just pay attention to what I'm doing. And ideally that would be the advice that I would tell you to do. Hope the video was helpful. Do me a favor, please give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment, let me know guys, what questions do you have for future topics? Drop your IG handle in the comments below. On IG, I'm Cracka_lack. Subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys next time. Cracka TV. We out.